All right, welcome back, you guys. So I did a bit more routing off stream, and I learned something interesting. I think I ended last stream by running to, or no, I guess we tested the shield at the end at the end of yesterday. But so the shield's big. The shield is going to trivialize the run. I'm pretty sure.
Gino,
Which is good.
Your day is going well.
At least,
I didn't know
well,
it was
everything
even
outside of the
possible
first
to know
dungeon.
hit Elder Scrolls 1, quite honestly.
Well, I don't know either. Decent, thanks for the 9-month resub. I am not sure either. It might not be, and this whole idea might be over, but I mean, I guess we'll see, because this game certainly seems possible. I wonder if they have shields in Elder Scrolls Arena, like they do in this game, because the shields are bust as hell, dude. But basically, I mean, we could maybe restart a run, or I didn't mean to load that, but I'm gonna do it because I've made a few changes and stuff, so. But basically, I figured out that I don't have to run to that fort, or Deni Tower is what it is. I don't actually have to run to it. There's a different quest line that discovers, that area without actually having to go to it. And it's a Mage's Guild quest line that is much faster. It takes about like 5 minutes or so, or less even, to do it. Whereas running there took about 9 minutes or so. But then also I figured out how much of a shield we can get. And we can get a shield that lasts for like 5 minutes, or way more than that even. It's very easy to scale it up. That is like a 500-point shield or something. So I'm basically I can tank so many hits without taking damage. So it's a little busted. I could see people being like, oh, that shouldn't be allowed. But oh, why do I have mysticism twice here? No, I need destruction. Destruction, thaumaturgy. Funny how long this takes. Going through the character creator. Dodging. Stealth. Etiquette. Okay. You know what? I don't even know if I need this stuff. Immunity to fire, magic, and shock. I'm going to take it anyways because it's free. But there could be a world where I even go immunity to paralyze, to paralysis, but I don't think we really need that either. Oh, whoops. Immunity to frost. So we're fully immune to fire, shock, frost, and magic damage. And we will also absorb spells. And the stuff that we put as disadvantages, it just doesn't even really matter at all. I haven't seen any poison damage. I think it's pretty uncommon. Havoc, how's it going, dude? Honestly, a shield run is the least different from the other invisibility runs. Well, or at least different. Yeah, it is different, but it's the same idea. It just, they can see me now, and I'm just tanking the hits. But yeah, you're not wrong. It does add some variety to it, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we want to take... I think we just want to take jumping. Jumping, we want to go alteration, archery, quicksilver, alteration again. Acrobatics. Riches. Here we go. Which face do I go with? I think I decided to just agility and luck at the start is best here, and then I feel like I should go archery here, but that's gonna make our leveling. Well, I think on the last run I went alteration here, but the actual most dangerous part of the run is at the start, which is where archery is gonna that's the only place I use it pretty much. So. I should probably go destruction. I should put that at the top so I leveled up first. Because I don't train any destruction on this. And then we want to have jumping be the highest here. Or at least close, I guess. Because the highest minor skill contributes to level up points. So we just want to level up faster with it. It's pretty easy to train it up. Which is on the right, not visible. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. It doesn't matter. I guess I'll name these properly. So we should have a bow. Yeah, I guess I never really I didn't really think about where I should put my camera for this game. We should have pretty good hit rate on these guys. Impish, unironically. Nah, we don't need it. Honestly, most dangerous part is just that. Well, there's also an archer that can show up here. Oh, not here. There's an imp behind that other door, and then there's also an archer. It can be there. But yeah, basically, if that imp in the room aggroes to us, that is very bad news. Okay. So much for all those stats I took. So much for putting like 40 or a bunch of points in archery. The way I'm doing this final room up here is definitely RNG. But I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I haven't been hit yet, but I don't think it's gonna last long. Okay. Oh, but yes, I've played Daggerfall before this run, though. If I can put this game first. Yeah, I don't know. I think Arena's gonna have to go first. But that's just based on what I'm hearing people say about the game. And how it's like, oh, I didn't think this would be possible. It's like, oh, that's kind of scary. Is there a stat for critical chance? No. There's like a critical hit skill, but it's for hitting enemies from behind. Okay, so this is where you may have noticed an extra split, the Baltham Grayman split. That is how we can get to Deni Tower without having to run for 10 minutes. But first we have to make our spells, so I don't think I need to make the single target damage spell. I'm going to remove that. Because of the shield. So damage health. We want this to be 12 points is what I've been doing. And caster area or ranged area. Oops. That's good. Now we need the training spell, which is light. Light, open, and water breathing. Okay, levitate, and then we need our teleport. And this is where I decided I think we want 2 different shields. So we want one to not last very long. So basically our weak shield, which has 20 points. The reason I want this is I want a short duration shield for when I have to deal with like one enemy, basically. And one that just doesn't last that long. And then the other one is going to be the main shield, which I want lasting much longer and having a lot of potency on it. So this gives me a 500 HP shield. It's a little bit more than that, I guess, but 501 HP shield at level 10. That lasts for, I think, 3 minutes. Because each like these duration, each one is about 5 seconds. It's 1 in-game minute, so I think it might be just over 5 seconds, but so yeah, 500 hit points in this game is a lot. It turns out, and it's actually it's reasonably cheap. I could probably make it less. I could probably go down to like 400, be fine. But I've been testing this, and it's been good. And so what it allows us to do, though, is tank hits. And that's why this run is, you know, some people might go like, oh, that's so cheesy. And it definitely is cheesy. Okay, that's it. So now I need to anchor here. This is Unity. Now we level up. But yeah, it's extremely cheesy. I mean, it might even be more cheesy than what we did in Morrowind. Well, no, it's not, but I guess it's more the idea of like getting hit so many times on this run. I could definitely see people going like, oh, that's kind of not legit. But how much does strong enemies hit for? You know, I don't actually know. The vampires, when I was testing the earlier shields, the vampires in Deni Tower were hitting, like they would get through my shield in 1 hit, and I think that was like a 40-point shield. So they're probably doing like, oh shit, what? Oh. They're probably doing like in the 50 damage range. And that's if they can hit me, because I have really high agility and really high luck. Start at the game. Densa, thanks for the 3-month Prime sub, dude. But yeah, so basically right now we just get to level 10. What's this distinction between no damage, no hit? Well, no hit in this run would mean that I basically can't get touched by an enemy in any way. I don't know. I don't know the rule set for no hit in this game because I haven't thought about it because it's more arbitrary than no damages, I think. Generally, when I'm playing non-Souls games, it does depend on the game because if a game has something like Red Tearstone Ring, then it makes me want to do not no damage because I want to be able to use, like, especially the items that are meant for doing like a glass cannon build. These games don't really have anything like that. No, the mana. But anyways, what I was saying is, like a no hit, in my mind in this game would mean that, like, I can't get touched by an enemy in any way, from an attack. That is, like, if I touch them physically, then that's fine, of course. But level 7. Yeah, no damage in these games is much simpler. As long as my health bar does not go down, I'm good, right? Very simple rule set. But no, mana cost of shield isn't an issue, and the reason why or at least it hasn't been. The reason why it's not is because I have it set to a duration where I should never have to recast. The one potential downside of that, though, is that when a shield... Okay, level 9. When a shield gets hit, it loses HP on the shield, right? So it doesn't count as our character taking damage. We take 0 damage. It's the shield that takes the damage in our place. That's why, I mean, I could see some people being like, oh, you shouldn't be allowed to use that. But literally the only rule is that our HP, this health number, cannot go down. Here we go. Probably more agility. Wait, why did the number go down? Wait, what? Wait, what happened, dude? I don't think I took damage anywhere. I'm so curious what happened, dude. Did I start with 37 and then... Because I didn't level up any endurance or anything. But yeah, I've been one short of my max health the whole time. Or maybe not the whole time, but look here, I'm 36 or 37. But maybe... Oh, well, wait. I guess I still do get max HP on level up. So I guess that's fine, right? I didn't actually take damage. It's because when we level up, I think we get a 4 extra hit. Wait, no, it's not 4 extra hit points, but
maybe I'll give you the...
I need to go back to the character creator and see what it is, actually.
Back into reprime.
And you can't see it. Because I lowered the max HP per level to 4, which is the lowest it can be, but I don't... It must not be actual... We will also absorb... Yeah, it's just based on leveling up, so I don't think that's a problem. Like, we're not actually taking damage, I guess. Our HP isn't going down still. It's still fine. It's so funny. I just talking about how that's the only rule, and then I check, it's like, wait, what the hell? Wrecking Ball, thanks for the 5-month Prime sub, dude. Anyways. What was it saying? I forget. Anchor. We were talking about FP on the shield. So this is also what we do in place of running to Deni Tower. And this is about 2 times faster than running there. So it's really good. We only need to do, as far as I'm aware, we only need to do 2 Mage Guild quests. And we can just pick an easy one or wait until we get an easy one. And then we have to go do another quest for some guy. to take out this guy, but then we save him. And then later on, he'll send us mail to go to this location to kill an Atronach. And then once we kill that Atronach, then he goes to Deni Tower. And that's how I can travel there, basically. So it's like it's not faster than doing the Loten quest, but it's definitely easier for no hit. Especially because I can just pick super easy quests. No. No. We just don't want anything that goes into dungeons. Nope. Nope. I don't think we want open either. This one's like the second best one. I did anchor, I believe. But yeah, so the shield, I decided to set a 5-minute duration on the shield. We can easily scale that up cheaply and make it like we can make it a 20-minute shield. But I think that's unnecessary. Joyous Relic. And while we're doing this, we also kind of want to find a horse, I think. We are. It was on the other side, wasn't it? These quests are so funny. Like that's the whole quest. Pretty much. Sure. Nope. Nope. This one's the fastest one. I need to buy sleep though now. I think I anchored. It's a scary part of this run. I'm waiting in 3-hour periods because that is the maximum you can loiter in this game. With Daggerfall Unity, you can change it. You can change it to be up to 12 hours, but... But I want to do it, like, mostly vanilla, or how the original game works. The one thing I am doing that is not in the original game is those health bars. I really like the health bars, and I don't really want to... do it without them. Okay, we anchor again. Okay. So now we just decline quests until we get the right one. I think. No. No. I've definitely gotten it in 2 quests before. Or when I was testing it. Yes. This is the one. Baltham Greyman. I don't know why he takes so long to give it to you, but... I still don't have a horse. I guess we're gonna have to get one later. I also have some texture mods. This is why the textures are looking pretty good. So, we say yes to him. Surely that's good. All right, that should be it. So now we have it set up where apparently between 30 and 90 days, we're going to get a letter from him, and then we have to go kill an Atronach. I don't believe that was it. It's sent by a like raven or something. Okay. End of the game at that tower place? What do you mean the tower place? There should be a shop here. You can leave Daggerfall in Daggerfall. Yes, you have to, in fact. Tower, which I'm doing this quest. I don't think you can fast travel at all if you're inside, right? I see what you're saying. Deni Tower is what you're saying. Yeah. So in doing that quest, he sends us mail later. Like, I saw this on the wiki, and because I was looking at, before I was planning on just running to the tower, which takes about 9 minutes. But yeah, so what he does, so we finish that quest, we let him live. Eventually, he'll send us mail, which tells us to go kill an Atronach in an inn somewhere. Once I kill it, there's a message on the Atronach saying to go to Deni Tower. And so that's what opens it up on the map for us. And so, yeah, that's the whole idea. And we're probably going to get it, like, pretty soon. Not yet, though. Another thing we can do with the shield, which is pretty nice, is I can use it to absorb fall damage. So, like, here, I can just cast my weak shield. See, like, we fall, but I don't take damage. It's just faster. It's faster than using levitate or slow fall. I don't need to go there. Oh, yeah, it is part of the main quest. If that was your original question. It's part of the main quest, and we have to run through that section, like, 4 times. Okay. I don't believe I've gotten the mail yet. Should get it soon. There it is. Okay, so there's the mail. I am first probably going to want to go to Daggerfall. Not sure how dangerous it would be if it is nighttime when I get here. Yeah, I'm still gonna do the all bosses god run. At least that's the plan. But this run has me more excited than any run I've done in a while, I think. Like, I've been just thinking about this run. Every time I go to sleep, I'm just thinking about it, dude. Because it's a lot of stuff to route. That's what I like to do the most, pretty much. Okay, so I'm just gonna anchor here, and then we're gonna go to where he said. You should stay there for, I think, like 30 days or something. And then, you know what's going to be sick, too, is that, like, if Elder Scrolls 6 ever comes out, we can add Elder Scrolls 6 on top of this run. Why does it... Did I mess up? What's my alteration at? You know what it is? It's the, my alteration is normally at, like, 90 at this point. Ooh, okay. Okay. Well, I'm just going to train a bit more, but I should have pumped alteration here because, yeah, that's too expensive. Okay, so just like that, we now have Deni Tower unlocked. So way faster than running there. I might... should I train a little bit more? I don't really want to, but... Anyways, that's it. That's our big time save. Sorta. Yeah, this is... I mean... I didn't really realize it made such a huge difference to... Because, yeah, we would have been... I feel like I'm normally almost at 90 alteration here. And probably the way it calculates it... Unless it wasn't supposed to be 50. No, it's 50. Because like when I was doing this run before, this costed I think 175 Magicka, which is then in a reasonable range. Anyways, we can just use the weak one for now. The weak one is actually still plenty strong. It just doesn't last that long. Or it's strong enough. Some fall damage that we tank here. Well, we don't tank it. The shield tanks it. Oops. HJ, welcome back, dude. So we're gonna anchor out here. I guess I shouldn't have to rest here. Oh, this guy's so annoying. I'm not sure if you're meant to get attacked the moment you open this door, but that's just what happens. Okay. Where are they at? Insane? I think I was looking at the wrong... This is where you normally have to ask around, but my personality is so low that no one will answer me. Yeah, just like IRL, surely. I think it's just going to be at some random house here. Did I go to the right place? Speedrunning this game must be such a pain in the ass. Like, I don't think many people do. But I can just imagine, like, doing this on a speed run, you just lose all your time. Okay, have I checked every fucking house here, dude? Maybe it's in the temple? I don't know. She didn't actually tell me. Don't believe it's in here. I guess I missed it. I mean, there are a lot of houses here. God, this is so annoying, actually. Okay, how many days is that? 35 days. Okay, so... probably want to go like 17. 16 is maybe good. Oh. I kind of forgot about this guy. Surely didn't go too far, right? 19 days. That's fine. Yeah, 20's fine. You'll it's funny, you only have a 2-day
Maybe
I'll
give you the best nut ever.
you only have 2 extra days of like extra time for this. So if you time it or whatever and you end up 2 days late, then you're just done. You can't beat the game anymore. Lithera, thanks for the 11-month resub. I appreciate that. So yeah, I need to not cut it close with the timing. Oops. Oh, we can just unlock it. I don't think you get bounty for doing that. Okay, nice.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
When was the zombie? Yeah, okay, it was correct. Everything was planned. I just kind of forgot. A Gortbog. Anchor again. So now we go over here. Collins, thanks for the 74-month resub. Thanks so much, dude. Welcome back. We're gonna see that and be like, oh, you took damage there. This is why I would like to have some sort of HP counter on the screen or something. I think that'd be pretty nice. Yeah, the run can be ended. Yeah, if I mistime it, then like the main quest is no longer doable, so. All right, so now we go Sentinel. Yeah, pretty harsh, but yeah, that's just how it is. How do you beat main character Cameron? In the most hilarious strat you've ever seen. I discovered that, well, maybe someone else knew it beforehand, but I discovered it, at least for myself, that you can, with invisibility, or 100% chameleon, which would be better, but I don't get that, you can push him around. So you can push him up the stairs. I mean, I did it on, you have to do it on every single no damage run, at least as far as I'm aware, because he has reflect damage, so it's not just magic or something. But yeah, so you can push him up the stairs in the arena and push him off, and he takes damage from it. And so even on master difficulty, I've done master no damage in Oblivion. He still takes the same amount of damage. Because the only thing that changes in the difficulty settings in the Souls or in the Elder Scrolls games is basically how much damage you deal and take is what changes. It doesn't change how much health they have. It just puts multipliers on how much damage you take and deal. So fall damage, and like that's why poison works, and that's why summons are still as strong as they are on novice compared to master, is because it's based on your character. Anyways, the Lich save. Do I want Elder Scrolls 6 to have athletics, acrobatics? Oh, 100%, dude. Leveling up, they're not going to do it, but one thing that's very underrated in RPGs is leveling up your movement throughout the game. Like, people don't really think about it, but... And I don't just mean acrobatics and athletics, like jumping and stuff. That I do like that a lot, but simply just unlocking more ways of movement as you progress through the game is really good. Someone's going to say DS1 does that. I guess it does, but maybe not in a great way. It's the same idea. Wait, does bow not reflect? I guess I never thought about that. Okay, surely I know where I'm going here. This is not right. I wasn't really paying attention. There can be an enemy up here, but at least I've had it once. Let's fight Nightblade. Okay, yeah, I didn't know you could just bow and arrow him. I guess that's good to know, but the thing is, getting 100% chameleon, or like 100% chameleon suit or something in Oblivion is not exactly the freest thing to do. Which is why I didn't do it on my runs. I went with visibility instead, which is way more accessible, but not nearly as strong. But yeah, if you go for 100% chameleon, I mean, it can be done. I also kind of didn't want to do it because it felt super cheesy compared to invisibility, where I at least have to worry about some stuff. But I guess... I guess you would just, the tower's got to be the fastest way to do it, right? Okay, this is where I was thinking I can use my weak shield for this guy. Just a single enemy, but he can corner me pretty easily. We're just routing right now. I'm just going through the places that I've gone through already right now. Okay, we're getting very close to the amount of FP we're allowed to use here. We could rest. I don't think resting actually is the end of the world. I have to do it. I'm just going to take the lift up here. Not too bad if you just steal a shit ton of apples. Yeah, for money, you're saying? Yeah. Yeah, that's... That on like I strongly considered that route where you would go to that Thief Guild hideout, and I forget what the dungeon name is, where you get all those poison apples and you just get a bunch of them. But it does add a good amount of time to the run, which is why I didn't do it. Okay, there we go. Invisibility is much simpler, but it definitely not as strong. But yeah, maybe for this run, I should just... Yeah, Farragut. Yeah, that's the one. Maybe for this run, I should do that. Imagine I cast the wrong spell there and, like, jump off. I think I'll go back to more complex... I think they'll go back to more complex leveling systems. There's no way, dude. Like, unfortunately, I don't think they're ever going to go... backwards from Skyrim because they already found so much success with simplifying a lot of things with leveling. I just can't see them going back, but I could maybe see spell making coming back because people like that so much for good reason. I wonder what these boots do. I will not know. All right, Soul of the Lich done. So now we can simply just travel to Deni Tower. No running there for 10 minutes. So not only is it faster to do the Mage Guild quest, it's also just more... I think I should train, dude. Like, my alteration level is actually too low. If I make a save here... If I go to my other character, that was the one I was doing it on... My shield was 189. It's the exact same spell, and my alteration is at 86. I mean, I guess I haven't looked at how the scaling works with how your level increases, decrease magicka, but it must be, like, massive at these higher levels, because I thought it was 80 on the other one. 86 alteration. And that's the exact same shield. Right? This one I'm at 80%. I'm at 80. And the shield is 236. Interesting. I'm just going to level up a little more, I guess. I don't think that's... I don't think that's a big deal. Probably fine. So how much does it cost now? That's down to 220. What was it before? 236? I think in Oblivion it was pretty much the same type of thing. Oh, that wasn't enough to level up, huh? Need quite a few casts to level up here. Holy shit, dude. 85. So it's at 187 right now. Should be another level. Well, okay, I didn't mean, I'm not meaning to level up actually here, but. So we are at now 86. Yeah, it's a pretty big reduction. How's the difficulty of this run looking compared to Morrowind? This run is certainly going to be harder. Morrowind is like one of the easiest runs I've ever done, probably. Definitely the easy. It's going to be the easiest of the 5 games for sure. This one is looking like. I don't think it's going to be the hardest. I still think Skyrim is sketchier than this. Why is my Magicka solo? Skyrim is sketchy. This run is probably going to be like the. It really just comes. That was the wrong shield, but I guess it's fine. I mean, I could probably do this, I guess. I don't know if that worked, actually. Yeah, Resident level skills is annoying, yeah. I don't know. I guess I haven't gone through some of maybe the hardest parts of the game yet. One of the very tricky parts about this game is the dungeons are fucking huge. And I need to memorize them. And then there's also one very concerning part that I haven't done yet, which is the mummy quest, the Dust of Restful Death. That's where I've made it up to. As far as I'm aware, the dungeon that can spawn in is any dungeon in the Isle of Balfiera. And any dungeon. Which means that I need to know the layouts of every dungeon. Like, that's going to take a lot of time, dude. But Fable, thanks for the 4-month resub. I appreciate that. But see, the reason we can just safely run past everybody is because... he's attacking me, but I've got my shield. So, like, even if they start hitting me... Like, first of all, I'm immune to this guy's magic. But then, once he starts bonking me, like, I still don't take damage. So, at least not for a while. That's why this is so cheesy. Like, I've just got a massive shield that eats up all the damage. But it's kind of cool. Like someone said, it is nice that we're doing a run that's not just purely stealth. For once. Like, all the other runs are just stealth, stealth, stealth. There's a bit of stealth on this one, but it's a little different. Okay, we are going up here. To dungeon. Let's go on Kiva. Entrance here. I don't think I went through this part on stream, but shield, invisibility. I probably should have made a save. This one's not too complicated. The one after this, though, is like quite a bit more complicated. Let's go Neutron. What's kind of funny in this game is we took the 3x Magicka or Magery advantage. So we have 300 Magicka, but even that is still not... It doesn't feel like a lot. The base Magicka you get if you don't take any advantage is 0.5 times your intelligence. So that's 50 Magicka at level 100, which is like not enough to do anything. So... I don't know. I picked it on my first playthrough because it just seemed way too good to not take. So, you're definitely just meant to take it if you're a mage build. When will be my next DS3 run? I don't know. Oh, wait. Yeah. Shield. And yeah, we could just, like, jump straight off of all this stuff, and it doesn't matter. I probably shouldn't, though, just to, like, I don't know, who... Maybe my shield can run out. But what I did check, though, my character that I think I was level... It was just a random save on my character. I think I was level 20. On my first playthrough character. I had 150 health on that character. At level 20. And our shield is 500 points of shield. Now, 150 HP isn't like a crazy amount, but we have a lot more times that on this character. I haven't played a ton of Daggerfall, but I did my first playthrough, which ended up taking man, this guy just can't do anything to me. I feel like I probably spent like 50 hours on that playthrough. It's pretty fun. That's, aside from routing this run, that's my only playtime in the game. Okay. All right, time to see if I remember this now. Did I get diseased or something? That may be something I need to think about, is if I get poisoned. Because I'm extremely weak to poison. Ooh. I wonder what that was. Because it's not telling me anything. Huh. I mean, that must have been poison, right? But I resisted it. Okay, I need to have that in mind, that, like, maybe I can be poisoned by someone. I did resist it, though. But you know what, though? Like, maybe we don't need to go with elemental resistance. And I can maybe go poison resist instead and, like, paralyze resist. I don't know yet. How much does a huge-ass map affect the run? It doesn't affect it at all. I mean, we just fast travel everywhere. Lysandus' grave we may have to run to. I'm not sure. Okay, so this part is something. Where did he... Greenton Shack. See, this is the thing, like, there are a bunch of possible locations for that quest to be. And I don't know how I can get around just having to learn every single dungeon and where the mummy can spawn. That's one of the main things that was scaring me about this run. Really no variation of enemy can see me in this place. I actually remember this pretty well, though. Well, the run shouldn't get killed, right? But I'm just gonna have to learn it. Nice. All right, so this is where I've gotten up to on the routing. I actually may load my other character because I'm not an extra couple levels on it. And what I did is I made a save. Like my idea was to make a save for every dungeon. And I can do that with this save. So I have this save. Why my cat didn't react to that? I have this save. And the teleport set next to this guy. So now he... Like, I think that's enough to get a random location. Like, he probably... I think he generates it once you free Medora. So that was... the Cairn of Vladilalan. And I kind of just wanted to make a save for every single one of these. A Vladilalan. I said that wrong for sure, or I spelled that wrong, but I think I'll get the idea. That's annoying. Oops. Okay. Let's see if this is actually right. Okay, Greenton Shack. So I think I was right. Because I tried just like saving outside of this arena or out of this area. Greenton Shack. I tried saving outside of the area and coming back every time, but he just kept giving me the same spot. So I think it's determined when you... when you free Medora. But yeah, I was just gonna like sit here and make saves for every possible location and then just, I guess, go through and see where the mummies are. But the thing is, they can also be in different locations within each of these, I think. So I don't know if there's some tools I can use to know where they can spawn. You love Oblivion Skyrim, but early games look rough. Nah, well, yeah, I mean, they're old, so I don't know what you're expecting. Ruins of Masterford's Guard. I wonder how many possibilities there are here. But no, I think Morrowind is really good. Morrowind's really good, worth playing. But I don't know. Daggerfall is a step down, I would say. Or it's more like Morrowind's a big step up. This game is still really good, though. I quite like it. So this is where? Masterford's Guard. Okay. I guess this game is more just about dungeon crawling stuff. Old Barbara's place, okay. Old Barbara. I wonder how many spots there are. Like, this is probably going to take the longest part of the whole run. Is learning these locations. And where I have to go. Old Barbara. So we already did that one. Hold of Coppering. Final question: do I prefer top or bottom half of Quite like? Prefer in what way? There really are a lot of these dungeons that it can be in, dude. This was the part, like, when I was thinking about this run, this was the part that scared me the most. It's just these random dungeon quests. Hold of Coppering. Kind of concerning me that there are a lot more possibilities here because I've only gotten the same one twice at one time. Okay, Barbara. The one I got in my first playthrough was so fucking easy, dude. I can't remember which one it was, but I basically had to drop down into the entrance of the area, or I went into the entrance. I pulled some wheel, and then I dropped down, and the mummy was right there. Like in the first 20 seconds of the area, I found the mummy. But I think it can be quite a bit worse than that. Okay, Greenton. Okay, we're starting to get the same ones over and over again, which is a good sign. But Old Belladins, I think I have that one. Yeah, that was the first one I did. Play Redguard? Not on this run. We're doing the main Elder Scrolls games on this run. Elder Scrolls 1 through 5. None of the spin-off games. Okay, is that it? I mean... That all of a sudden doesn't see... I mean, 6 dungeons is... It's not a small amount. Considering how big they are. It depends where... Like, I wonder if this mummy always has to be in the first cell or something. I think that's it. Yeah, the meowing sound is from the game. Yeah. Okay. One more time, and I think that's pretty much it. And until we get on the live run and I get surprised by... It's like, oh, shit, that's not the one I went into. Okay. So, Old Belladins. I guess we'll start here because it's the first one I got. I think I want to remake the save. So it's nicely organized. So 6 locations. I remember the wiki was saying something about one of them being really easy. I think that was the one I got in my first playthrough. Random dungeon. We have to kill a mummy. Okay, wait a second. This says that there's a very high chance this dungeon will be the Mausoleum of Dark of Varen, which I haven't seen yet. That's kind of concerning. Is it just... Where did I make it up to on this character? You know what? I'm going to go check on this save because maybe there's like... I don't know. maybe there's some limit on how many it can be per character or something. I don't know. Imagine I'm playing through my speakers and Cat's just getting in the way. Like, and just meowing at the same rate. Exact same frequency every time. Oh. Yeah, probably what I should do, if I do get hit from something, I should just check if I'm poisoned, and then maybe I should have a cure poison on hand. I should have cast my stronger shield, because I'm probably going to get smoked up here. I don't have the save set up in as good of a location, I guess, but... Okay, so still the same. It's also possible, like, maybe Daggerfall Unity has different dungeons it can be or something. Well, I'm only going to try a few more times, because I don't want to sit here all day doing this, but... Huh. If the wiki didn't name that location, then like I wouldn't even be thinking about this, but Unity only changes the random dungeon if you activate the option. Which option is that? Like, you're not talking about smaller dungeons, I assume? Oh. Oh, shit, that'd be really nice for for doing the Mage Guild quests. Which setting are you talking about? You're not talking about the smaller dungeons one, are you? I wonder if I should do that just to speed up the Mage's quest. That's really nice, dude. Yeah, this is where I can change the loiter time. Maybe I should, but... I'm not seeing anything. Oh, you are talking about smaller dungeon. Okay, I see. But I wait, I still don't understand how that would affect this, though. Because I'm wondering why I haven't... There's one on the wiki that... There's one location... that the wiki said... It said... So, the dust of restful death is carried by a mummy in the dungeon Gortwog points to. While this can be any random crypt on the Isle of Balfiera, there's a very high chance that this dungeon will be the mausoleum of Dark Varen. Which is, I think, the one I got in my first playthrough, because looking at the map for it, it looks like the one I was talking about. Like, there's a, hand wheel, and then basically I just went in here, dropped down, or maybe it's the other side or something. But, like, I just went down, and then the mummy was right there. But why have I not gotten this one? Why have I not gotten it, dude? I guess it's not mausoleum. It's mausoleum. What the hell is that? Is that the same thing? I think it's the same thing. Nothing came out. Mausoleum. So what is happening here then? I wonder. Let's go in Parky. Why am I not getting it? Anyways, I mean, if it is this one, I know where to go, I guess, but then I'm wondering, like, wait. Yeah, second quest location. So I wonder how many locations are in each dungeon. Third quest location. So maybe 3 per dungeon? But yeah, my first playthrough was literally in the easiest spot. So, I mean... Oh, dude. I'm very concerned why I haven't gotten it, dude. Wait, there are 4? I wonder if there's somewhere I can see this info on... Well, I mean, I guess here. Like, I'm sure I could look up the dungeon that I have, and then it'll give me all the info on it. Like, how many locations there need to be. So, like, pretty much, if there are 4 per dungeon, I'm going to have to know 24... Well, at least 24. I mean, maybe more, because there's this one as well. Ooh, this is... this is going to take some time to learn, dude. I don't know what to do, though. Like, why is it not giving me that that one? Like, I want to have all the possible locations here, but... my first playthrough I did over the course of the past few months. I didn't stream it, though, if that's what you're wondering. I'm not satisfied by this. He's always giving me the same spot. Or the same 6 spots. All right, well, I just have to leave it for now, I think. Wonder if there's like a Daggerfall map. It'd be cool if the... Oh, wait. Total of 5,090 cities, towns, and villages. That's so funny, dude. I am playing on Unity, yeah, but one thing that's interesting here...
Not ever.
T, thanks so much for the 3-month resub, dude. One thing that's interesting is that it puts the Mausoleum of Dark Varen in the points of interest or places of interest. I wonder if that means anything. It's linked to the main story. Does that not change the side quest spawns? What do you mean by that? Maybe. I don't know. I guess. I'm not sure. All right, so let's go in here. So this is the what was it? Old Belladins. Why is UESP not loading? Oh, wait, there's some Daggerfall any % notes that I just stumbled upon. From speedrun.com. Dark Varen has a high chance of being involved in the main quest. Wondering if that RNG happens if it removes it as a target from the Mage Guild quest. When Mage Guild goes there? I don't know. But I found some Daggerfall speedrun notes here, though. Which... Like, I haven't even seen these. Well, I guess we have Belladins, but I haven't seen the Jubith Cathedral or Gerhardt Farmstead. Dark of Baron, Greensley, I don't have either, I think. What is going on here, dude? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Okay, anyways, I was gonna look up this location. I'm so confused, dude, by this. But it said it can spawn in any crypt. So here are a list of the crypts, I think. Any crypt. So Belladin's, this mausoleum that I haven't seen, Greenton, which I've seen, Barbara's place, which I've seen, this one I've seen, Hoppering. So I have them all. Except for the Dark of Varen one, but yeah, maybe I don't know. I don't know what you're saying about the Mage's quest, Heaven Sun, but specifically dungeon is chosen when the quest record is generated. Yeah, I've done that though. Well, I guess what I haven't done is actually waited for the vision. So like here, this is at the end of the unicorn horn quest. So I do it. And then I have the teleport set right at Gortwog, which you don't actually have to wait for the vision, but maybe I should. I think it's like 30 days or something. Okay, so here's the vision. During my first playthrough of the next Souls game, 100% yes. So funny how she just looks at you for so long. Okay. Maybe now? Still the same. So does the Mage's quest really go into that other spot? At least I've never seen it. And the RNG is based on how much you've discovered of the island prior. Really? Hmm. But I mean, I've seen every crypt though. Like that's why I'm confused. We have every crypt on the island. I don't know what these notes are talking about. But maybe it's different on Unity or something. I don't know. But we've gotten every crypt except for the one that's this one, which is, I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. We just need to route through these ones, but as long as it's consistent, as long as there isn't a run where I just get it or something like that. Okay. Let's start with Old Belladins, I guess. So I tried to look up this place specifically, but I couldn't find anything on it. Oh, wait. No. Editor done creating videos for other runs for the marathon? No, there's still quite a few left. Yeah, I mean, there's so many videos queued up right now. It's kind of insane. Right there, the French challenge, the Archipelago run potentially, the DS3 randomizer run I did, the crossbow all bosses run. There are gonna be a lot of videos coming out at some point. Like, I don't know when. So what is the best way to do this? Like, because I can do this. Like, I wonder if it's always in the first cell. It's not. I don't know what the game calls it. It's not really a cell, I guess, but this one's really small. It's my favorite boss to farm in Warframe. Dude, I don't remember, man. Lephantis? I don't even remember who that is. Who's the boss I farmed the most? I don't know, man. I farmed, like, Void the most, for sure. Well, let's just go God mode and just run around, I guess. Or you know what I can do? Do I reveal all? See what it looks like. Not very big, at least, this one. I mean, might sound weird to say that, but compared to how big the dungeons are normally in this game, this is a very small one. So it seemed like it was up here. Like, what I need is a route through each dungeon that checks all of the locations that the mummy could be in. So he's up there. Perfectly average sized dungeon. Okay. I need to, like, how do I check other locations in the dungeon, though? Lephantis was where you got Necros from. Dude, I don't remember him. I mean, I used Necros was my most used Warframe, I think, when I was playing the game. But this is him, I think. Yep, that is him. Is it? But it should. It's gonna be the same every time, right? Okay. Well, here's another idea. This is gonna be so tedious to learn this, but. Okay, let's just say Greenton Shack for a second. When, like, it probably places the guy right now, I'm guessing. So if I go to Greenton Shack. And I also don't know how many possible locations in each dungeon there are. But let's quick save. So this one is in the cave section with two other guys. Okay. Greenton Shack. Okay, so it is different now. All right, well, this is going to be a lot of saves. So let's say Greenton Shack, location 1, I guess. I don't know. There must be a better way to do this, right? Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. So make a save here. Or do this. So I believe this is when Gortwog decides where it's going to be. So we teleport to him. I quick save here. Okay, Greenton Shack. So now I think every time I do this, it should be Greenton Shack. So now what I think is I make a new save. Wait, did I mess up? Okay, so wait a second, actually. Okay, we know it's Greenton Shack. Let's go over here. Back to Greenton Shack. How do I have it open on the map here? Place a recall over here. And then we do this for each dungeon until we get each possible mummy location. Is what I'm thinking. So overwrite the save. Okay. So let's get rid of this one. Or, I mean, I guess we... Well... Nah, we could just get rid of it, I'm sure. I shouldn't. Okay. Have I worn wigs? I have never worn a wig. Okay, so let's just call this location 2, I guess. Wait, so I need to make a quick save, though. Will I wear wigs? Okay, good. So it is a different location here. Good. That's location 1. Let's go in Subal. And basically, we just keep doing this until I'm confident that I've gotten every single save, every single mummy location. And then once I do that, then we move on to the next one. So this is going to be very tedious, but that's what we got to do. T-Bootle, thanks for the 3-month reset, by the way. Thanks, dude. When will I wear wigs? If I want to remake this save, I can, but I don't think we really need to. So now we go back here. Greenton Shack, teleport, quick save, and do this. It's possible there are only 2 here. That is kind of what it's looking like. And I really hope so. The same one again. I mean, I guess all in all, what this will end up turning into is I just need to have... I just need to have a route through 6 dungeons. Which, it doesn't sound that bad when you think about it that way. Okay, okay, I can't see because my cat's in the way. Okay, same spot again. Now this is tedious right here, dude. Okay, same spot again. Trying to kill Millennia Phase 2 at level 1. First one with Starfist inspired by me. You're not even close. After 1,000 hours, desperate and cheese. On level 1, I'm pretty sure you can script her in Phase 2 with the right setup and the right buffs. Like, if you have Knight's Resolve, you can sleep pot her when she does her flower. You need to upkeep your poise damage. Like, it's kind of complicated, but I've done it on a few runs, I think. Where basically you finish Phase 1 with a charge R2 or something. I guess maybe a tap R2 would work with the Starfist. And then you throw a dagger when she's in the air. You evade the flower. You throw another dagger followed by 2 sleep pots followed by another dagger. She will fall asleep. You Knight's Resolve, run up to her, charge R2. Charge R2 will stun. Should stun. And then you riposte her. And then another Knight's Resolve, charge R2. And you're probably going to be really close to killing her at that point. So surely you followed that. Should be close. Okay, the same part again. So it might only be 2 spots, dude. 2 locations here. But yeah, it'd probably be easier to go watch a run where I did that on. Like, maybe all achievements or I don't know if I did on all achievements. I've definitely done that kill before. I just can't remember what run it would have been. So you'll gift 10 bones if I wear a black wig and eyeshadow. I would never do that. Especially not for 10 bones, dude. All right, well, I think Greenton's done. So I can probably get rid of this pre-Greenton save, I guess. Just do one more, I guess. And then we got to figure out the route through here. Or should I collect all the saves and then figure out the routes? 15 bones? Nah, dude. If you offered 1,000, I would not. Genuinely. So, I don't even bother.
I'll give you the best nut ever.
Fubas, thanks for the 17-month Prime sub. I appreciate that. Okay, so Greenton's done. Do I delete all of these other ones? Unfortunately, I think I do. Hates emo people confirmed. Yeah, surely that's what that means, dude. Surely. Okay. Teleport. And now we quick save here, and we get Old Belladins. So let's load the quick save. And then I rename this Old Belladins. Or wait. Okay, good. Oh wait, no, that's not. We're not done yet. Daggerfall is the second Elder Scrolls game. There's one before this. Old Belladin's Place. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the most tedious thing I've ever had to do for one of these routes, for testing stuff. This is probably the most tedious thing I've done. It's okay. Once like this is the proper way to do this, because I could see a world where someone just goes into this and like just kind of wings it. And you just put your shield and just run through the dungeon. This is the correct way to do this, though, for sure. Bob, how's it going, dude? Okay, wait, I should have made a save there. So, pre-Old Belladins, we get the place. Now we teleport, quick save, and we see where this is. This is a different location. But I guess it doesn't really matter what I call them yet, I guess, right? Like whether it's location 1 or 2. We'll just say it's location 1 for now. Okay. This is right? Yeah. Doesn't look too far in, at least, like. Anyways, here. Quick save. Okay, this is a different spot. This is the one I got at first. This is the one I already checked. You know what? If there are only 2 per location, that doesn't sound that bad. But this is location 2 again. What do I think the chances are they shadow drop a Morrowind remake in the next few years? They really should, man. I'm waiting on Skywind. Like Skywind is gonna be a remake. I don't think they wouldn't. Bethesda and whoever works on it, whatever, they wouldn't remake it. They would remaster it the same way they did Oblivion. So yeah, that's what they would do, and I could definitely see that happening. I think there's a good chance of that happening, especially with how well received the Oblivion was. Because like Oblivion, it was great, dude. Like just having an excuse to play the game again. Have it look incredibly good. Wait, why is the reveal all here? Is it in the same spot again? Same spot again. Are there only 2? I'm so confused by this, man. I'm just confused because the other one that the wiki was talking about, the most common one, it never showed up for me. But then it said it had 4 locations. The ones that I've gone into so far seemingly only have 2 each. Same spot again. But yeah, they should definitely remaster Morrowind in the same way. I think that'd be great, dude. And it's like the game doesn't need it. The game certainly doesn't need it in the same way that Oblivion didn't need it either, in my opinion. But it just a bunch of people that never. Oh no, the same spot. A bunch of people that never would have played the game originally got a chance to play the game, I guess. But yeah, I think what would they? I wonder what they would do in a Morrowind remaster. Like, would they take away hit chance? Would they make it more like Oblivion? I don't know. I feel like you shouldn't change it that much. Like, personally, I would rather, you know, I'm okay with what they did with the Oblivion leveling system. I'd be okay if they did that in Morrowind as well, and remove some of the grinding needed to perfectly level in that game because it's quite annoying. Like, I wouldn't mind that, but I wouldn't want to see much else changed, I think. Kind of stuff that doesn't work in vanilla Morrowind, I don't think they do as good of a job as OpenNW did. Yeah, I guess that's another thing too, right? All right, well, I'm going to say this place is done. Seems like there are only 2 locations here, so would I be upset if they added fast travel? Oh, 100%, dude. If you were able to just fast travel through the map, that would, like, be a huge mistake. Okay, the Cairn of Vladilulon. Vladilelon. I don't know how to say it, dude. Okay. Go here. Vladilulon or something like that. Cairn Oof. Wait, how do I spell it again, dude? Is it? I think it was something like that. It doesn't matter, right? Yeah, that's fair, Limbro. I agree. There's certainly issues, but I still think overall it's pretty good. And I do think the main thing is that it did really well because people that, you know, love Oblivion and have played a lot of it are certainly going to go back and play a remaster pretty much no matter what. But then it just gets more people to play it. So the original question was, do I think they're going to do the same for Morrowind? I could definitely see it happening, and it'd be the same kind of idea. But Vladilulon. Okay. That's close. Okay. Save here, and what do we got? I mean, no matter what, this is going to be location 1, I guess. Hey, again, like, I don't think anything... I don't think the mummy can be too far away. But yeah, yeah, you're 100% right. But also the thing is, that whole scaling thing with magic, scaling insane with a bunch of weakness spells and I mean, you can do it with melee, but not really with with enchanted stuff. Like that's what I did when I did like a master playthrough of the game. I didn't want to just go only spells the whole time. I mean, it still ended up being similar to that, but basically, most people aren't playing it on master difficulty because they're like, wow, this is really dumb, which it kind of is. Like the way difficulty works in the game it's not great. It can be fun to do when you know what's going on, like once or twice, but overall it's not great. And it gets very repetitive. So most people aren't doing it, so it's just not really that big of a problem. Was this a different spot? Oh, yes, it is. And this one's quite a bit further away. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I'm not disagreeing with you at all, Limbro. You're 100% right. It is bad design, 100%. It's just not. It's not like too big of a deal to most players, I guess is all I'm saying. Okay, this is the third location, I think. Okay. So we got 3 in this place. Yeah, this one's also significantly bigger than the last 2 that I've checked. So I could see there being 4 here, even. Yep, this is a 4th one. This should be the last one, though. Okay, so we better hope we don't get that one. Basically. That's rough. This was the first location, I believe. That's the one we pray we get. This is the one that seems to be the furthest away. What genre of music do I listen to? I like ambient music, like what Elder Scrolls has quite a lot. Probably my most listened to just because of stream. That's what I listen to on stream. But then aside from that, I mean, I don't know. I guess indie music, whatever that means, would be the most. Whatever that means. I think that's it. I think we have our 4 locations here. Yep. It was 4, right? So yeah, this is the closest one. This one's the 3rd furthest. So it goes, there's one here, 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 and then up here. So yeah, we just need to come up with a route that checks all of these rooms. And that's pretty much it. So... yeah. I mean, if I could rename this to be location 2, I guess, but... doesn't really matter. Yep, and this is the one that we're going to hope is not it. But yeah, I'm going to worry about the actual route through it later. I'm just going to keep these extra saves just in case, but... so far, we're praying it's Greenton, Shack, or Belladin's, pretty much. That's what we're praying for. Okay, Belladins. And now my cat's hearing that. Shit, dude, I didn't make a save. Okay, copper ring. 90s game? Yeah, this game came out in 96, but this is like a Unity remake of the game. And is certainly much more playable. Because I have tried out the original game. Like I think I do want to do a playthrough on the original just for fun. Yeah, 1896, you got it. I do want to do a playthrough on the original game. Like I got to the first dungeon and stuff. But yeah, I do want to try it just for fun. But yeah, this one's certainly more playable. Okay, teleport, anchor. Yeah, the directional attack thing is quite something. Yep. I mean, I think the idea of it is kind of cool, but in practice, it's not great. So this is, what was it again? Coppering? Yeah, this one looks like another pretty big one, too. This one probably, like, I guess, I never thought about this, but probably the number of locations, there's probably one quest location in each cell. I don't, or each block. I don't know what the game calls it, or what people refer to these as, but like a module, I guess. So for each interior module is probably one location. So, I mean, I could probably even just call this location 4, but... Okay. I'm learning how the game works, which is good. This is different. Wow, this is very close to the entrance, except, well, not vertically, I guess, but... I guess it makes sense that it works like that, but I never thought about it. So I knew that there were only certain locations and dungeons that could spawn quest items just based on doing a bunch of quests in the game. Like a bunch of fetch quests I did and stuff like that, but I guess I never really realized that it could only be... Or it's seemingly only based on the number of cells or modules there are. Okay, so I think I already did this one, right? Wait, we're missing the one in the top right. How long is the run for arena gonna take? I don't know yet, dude. I guess I technically don't even know if this run's possible yet, because I haven't played arena. This run, I see no reason why it shouldn't be possible. And this is the one right below, right? Okay. I see no reason why it shouldn't be possible in this game. And we're well on our way to being able to do it. But yeah, arena, I don't know. And the way people talk about arena scares me a lot. Okay, here it is. It's gonna be a lot of work, dude, just for this one damn quest. It's gonna be so much work figuring it out. Okay, well, that's coppering done, I think. So 4 locations there. Vladilulin has 4. Belladin's 2. Greenton 2. I'm gonna need a route through every single one of these, dude. Oh, boy. What was the first game to have omnidirectional rolling? Well, I guess I don't know the answer to that, but in Dark Souls 1, you can roll in 4 directions while locked on, that is. In Dark Souls 2, I think it's 8. And then Dark Souls 3, I don't know anymore. Like, I think it's more than that, right? Or I'm pretty sure it's more than that. I almost need to make like a folder of all these. I wish I could do that, but Ansgurin, how's it going, dude? What's this game about? This is Elder Scrolls 2, so it's kind of like the other Elder Scrolls games. I've no-hit 3 of the 5, and I'm figuring out how to do 2, and it's definitely more tedious than. Okay, Barbara, nice. Definitely more tedious writing this, at least to the not up to this point. It was fine, but yeah, now that we're at this quest, this is the only randomized quest in the run, I believe. Or like, I mean, it's not fully randomized, but it can be. I mean, you can see there are 6 possible dungeons, seemingly. And the dungeons have between, so far, 2 and 4 locations where the enemy I need to kill could be. And so I need to have routes through 6 dungeons. Yeah, I've done Oblivion already. I've done Oblivion on Novice and Master difficulty. I've done Skyrim on Novice and Legendary, I think is the highest. Those games I've done. I messed up. Oops. Look up existing guides for no-hit route. Well, I don't think anyone's done it. So, I mean, speedrun would be the most useful tool, which I don't really think this is complicated enough for me to look. I have seen speedruns of this game before, so I have a general idea of what happens, but the route is. I mean, the order that we do things in is probably pretty similar. I do prefer writing things myself. I'm sure the route is very similar if you go check, but I'm not really basing this off speedrun. Okay, so this is Barbara. What a funny name. Okay, how many cells we got here? 4 again. Okay. This one's near the start. How many have we done so far? So we've done copper. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be our 5th. So only 1 more after this. Really, like, I guess it really just depends how the routes through these areas look. But I'm certain if people were speedrunning this game, they would have to know all this stuff too, so. Okay. You know what? This doesn't actually look too far. Doesn't look too bad. Barbara Chandler. I don't know who that is. I know Barbara Streisand though. That's the first Barbara I can think of. Is this the 4th spot? I'm gonna check these because somehow. So the first one is right on top. I don't remember getting one in this module, but must have. Okay, that was that one. Okay. All right, Barbara's place done. And we go here again. So now we need to get whatever the last one was that I can't remember. Okay, we've done the cairn. You used to play this game so much, but you don't think you ever finished the main story? Yeah, you know, that's one of the great... We got Dark of Aaron, dude, finally. Please tell me I made a save. No! Oh my lord, I didn't make a save, bro. Okay, well, we can get it. But it's super fucking rare, though. That's so weird. Because the wiki was saying how common that one is to get. That was the first time in all of these that I've gotten it. And of course, I forgot to make a save. Oh boy, I'm just gonna have to sit here grinding for this. That's funny. That's funny stuff. Okay, we've done Greenton. Greenton. Perhaps I should move this save to the top. Or I don't know. It doesn't matter, I guess. Okay, Masterford. So we haven't done that one yet. Yeah, we finally got that Dark of Aaron place. So again, the reason why I'm doing this, if people are curious what the hell's going on, is this quest requires us to go get ashes from a mummy that can be in seven different locations, apparently. 7 cairn, any cairn that is on this island. Any of the 7. And each dungeon has several random places that the mummy could be. And so I need to go through every single possible setup, basically, every single location that the mummy could be, and make a route that checks every single one of them for each dungeon. So that's going to be 7 routes. 7 pathways through the dungeon, through the dungeons that I need to memorize or write down somewhere or something. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. This is going to be the hardest part of the run, easily. Because at least all of the other main story dungeons are the same every time, and I'll get a lot of repetitions through them, so it'll be easy to remember where to go. For the most part. As easy as it could be for a Daggerfall dungeon. What was this one again? Masterford? I can change the name. Was it Masterford? I'll just call it Masterford. That's fine. Okay. Okay, nice. This is a small one, too. Oh, there you are. We just gotta pray we get the smaller ones, but... Butcher, how's it going, dude? It's going pretty well, I would say. This run, the hardest challenge of this run is actually not going to be the not receiving damage part, probably. It's... Okay, interesting. It's not even going to be the not receiving damage part. It's going to be this quest and just memorizing the dungeons, I guess. Gonna be the hardest part. Okay, so pretty much now I need to grind to get that last dungeon that I've only seen one time. And I'm just trying to think of how I should write down where to go, dude. We're gonna be hearing this cat meowing a lot. Because I need to get the last spot, dude. Only I made that save. Oh, dude, I can't believe it. Can't believe I got it, and then I didn't make the save the one time. Oh, nice. We actually made the save this time, I think. Beautiful. All right, we're good. Unless I accidentally overwrite that save, but I hopefully won't. So where's this one at? Oh, here we go. This is the one that the wiki says is by far the most common one, which is interesting. Okay, so we will anchor. Oh, by the way, Warden of Horror, thanks for the 7-month resub, dude. For some reason, I don't hear my notifications today. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so do not talk to him. Don't talk to him. I almost did. I still have the autosave, I guess, so. Dark of Varen. There we go. Yeah, this is the one I got in my first playthrough 100%. And it was right, like, it's right below here. So I remember thinking most dungeons took me so long to go through, but this is the only one in the game that was like, oh shit, I'm done this already? Like, how's the guy right here? And yeah, this is the spot. But it's weird because the wiki says that there are 4 locations here. So I'm kind of confused now by that. That's Rhonda react to meowing. She kind of was, but I think she's not anymore. But also, we're done hearing that now, so. I have to keep checking because the wiki says there are 4 spots here. I mean, it could be wrong. It could be different in Daggerfall Unity, or it could be wrong. I kind of feel like it's not wrong though. This is location 2, wasn't it? Yep. I have some lighting glitch. It's from some sky mod I have, but I don't want to remove it. But it's very annoying, that lightning. I have order figured out for the run. I'm just going to go in chronological. I wanted to go in chronological order, but I guess it just depends on. This is location 2 again. I don't know. I would prefer to go in chronological order. But I'm not gonna like force myself to if it doesn't if there's like a huge reset point. For example, this game does have the beginning dungeon I could see being a massive reset point. It's the same spot again, I think. Yeah, if I were to reorder them, Morrowind would be last. Because Morrowind's gonna be the easiest for sure. I don't know, dude. I feel like the wiki might not be accurate for this, or at least maybe for this version of the game. Daggerfall Unity. Because we are not getting an additional spot. To be fair, I haven't even seen the first location more than once yet, so. I do think it'd be really sick to go in order, though. And then, like, ending off on Alduin would be pretty crazy. That is maybe one of the... maybe one of, if not the most dangerous fight. It just feels kind of fitting, I guess. I don't know. Wow, I just keep getting the second spot. This is spot 1 again. Right? I think so. Yep. I don't know, dude. I think there are only 2. What I'm seeing here. So... Okay, well, if that's the case, then I think we're done. Elfman, how's it going, dude? I think we're done. So we have 7 dungeons that we need to come up with routes through, basically. Oh, boy. How do I do it? Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, that's probably the case, Ethan, I'm guessing. Is Unity might change up some of those key item locations or something. Yeah. Only 7, no problem. Feels like a lot. But you know what? Before I do that, let me go through some of these other running sections again, just to remember them. Because look at this running section. And tell me this doesn't look confusing. I've been like, it's surprisingly I didn't actually have to do this many times. Do it this many times to. I didn't have to do it too many times before I got the hang of the route through this place, but. Look like the back rooms, sorta. Like, look how big this fucking place is, dude. And then here we are. So, like, look at that path. So we start here. And if it was all just straight, it wouldn't really be a big deal. But there are so many branches. And it's so easy to just make a wrong turn. Like, there's a, we could turn left here. We could go through this door here. We could... This is a side path. This is a side path, side path. Like, if I go straight there, like, and it all looks so much the same. So, this is the longest one so far in the game. But, like, Aetherius is not going to be hard to remember. That's going to be super easy. We need to go to Lord Woodbourne, which it took me a while to find him on my playthrough, but I don't know how long it is. What else is there? Oh yeah, I guess we have to go to the Lysandus' tomb as well. So like there are so many dungeons I'm gonna have to know. Oh, and it's all because of this randomized one. What's on the table there? What do you mean? This one? No, this is the Emperor's letter. That's why you got to come here. Lysandus Tomb is the most cancer dungeon in the game. Is that really true? I guess we're gonna find out. Anyways, should I start doing these? Like I almost need a separate document to write down where to go in each one or something. And I think, like, maybe I'll just, I don't know. Okay, let's start with Greenton Shack. So this is location 1. I think the play is to do a reveal of the map. Okay, so here's the map. And here's the guy. I guess I already... Wait. So we go right and we go right again. Luckily, I played the game a lot now, so I'm pretty used to navigating through these. I honestly find it a little trickier when you have the map, though, sometimes. So we are trying to get down to, I believe, this room. Location 2 is somewhere in the caves, I remember. I'm just wondering how I should write this down. Like, should I just make maps? Would that be the easiest thing? Or what if I have some sort of screenshot and I draw the arrows, but that gets very confusing, I think. Matt, how's it going, dude? It is wild, but we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. Unfortunately, I think we're at the worst part of the routing right now. Okay, so how do I even get to the place I need to go to? I don't think we have to go through water, so it's probably easier to go from the location. So we go back here, up here. You know what? It's actually not too bad. Unless there's a faster way. No. So we go right here. And then we take this left at this area. But this is only for the second location, so we need to like map the first one as well. How do I do it? Like, what if I just leave a bunch of these? Yeah, that's a good idea. Through here. And then we take the left, and then we just go straight. Well, no, we don't. Hopefully these notes save if I make a quick save here. I think this was the location. It was pretty much like this. We go straight, and then we go left through the door, and then we take an immediate left. You know what? This is actually pretty good. This is a good way of doing it. And like maybe I can take a good screenshot of it. Because it's pretty visible, right? Well, anyways, I'm going to make a quick save here. We go right through the door, and then we take this right, and then we're there. There we are. Okay, so let's see if it saved it. Nice. Okay, so now we need to keep that, and now Maybe I should name this something. Where are we? We're in Greenton. Sure. All right, so location 2 was in a cave somewhere. Wait, what? Did it mess up? Or did I accidentally start with location? Oh boy, okay, messed up. Or did I? Yeah, no, this is the place I just went to, right? Yeah. I really did that? How did I manage that? Okay, well. Luckily I kept this save here. Here we go. It's gonna mess up all my order of stuff, but I guess I can fix it. We'll call this location 2, I guess, or doesn't really matter. Oh wait, no, it didn't mess up the order. Wait, okay, so let me see. Did I do it right? So Greenton Shack. Did I mess it up again, dude? What did I do? How did I mess it up? Oh shit, I overwrote the wrong fucking save, bro. Oh. Oh my god. Okay, well, that sucks. Okay, luckily it's a place with only 2 locations, though. I think that's fine. Now, I guess what I'll do is load this one. I loaded the right save, right? Old Belladon's location 2. And I'm going to save over it. So it brings it to the top. Okay. So I need to go back to Greenton Shack and get the correct guy. It's getting really messy, dude. Okay, here we go. So, Greenton Shack, it doesn't really matter which one I replace. Location 1. And so does that bring it to the top? I wish I could sort the saves. That'd be really fucking nice. But I can't, so. Yeah, imagine any quality of life. Yeah. Fair. All right, so we go to, I think it was location 1. Good. All right, so what is the path to this one? So we enter this cell from this room or down here. Or this module. Okay, so I see the route. So basically the route is this. We go through here. Probably don't need to place so many of these, but we go through here, and then this is where we have kind of a crossroads. We either go left or right. So that is one path. So pretty much we go right, no matter what. And then we just pick which direction we go and then see if they're there. And if they're not, then either case, we backtrack to where we came from. I honestly feel like going to this one first is simpler. And then we would go down the stairs and... This is kind of fun, dude. This is so interesting to do in a game. Like, I've never had to do anything like this in any game I've ever done runs on. All right, there it is.
Confidence. The food of the wise man, but the liquor of the fool.
Madman, thanks for the 800 bits, dude. I appreciate that, man. Liquor of the fool. The insane advice coming from Madman, dude. All right, so we now have the Greenton Shack map. And this is one of the simpler ones. The other ones are going to be much more complicated than this. Anyways, I'm going to load a pre-Greenton Shack save. I'm going to then overwrite it. This is the one I just loaded, right? I feel like it's dangerous with all the save overwriting I'm doing, but... All right, let's see if we can do it. So... We'd probably just want to cast shield through these dungeons. I wouldn't have God mode on, of course, but... Just shield and an invisibility. So we go right. Now, this is where we either go right or left. Let's go right. Left. Through this door. Go straight and then left. And now this is where it can be. And so in this case, it's not here. So we go back. I mean, I can just use the map, I suppose. We may not even need a shield depending on who the enemies are in here, but... Down. Straight. Left. Left. Right. There's a hidden wall here, but we don't need it. So the mummy should be down here. There we go. Seems good. Seems good. This would be very simple if there was only one. Any cheeseberry can hit while invisible. Can get hit while invisible. There are several enemies in the game that can see through invisibility. So that is a thing. All right, well, Greenton Shack is done. So there's a good idea, the breadcrumb idea. I don't know if you meant to like leave these note markers, but I never really used them in my first playthrough. Maybe I should have. That could have been very useful for like the first time going through Deni Tower. Were a disaster. I'd get lost and I don't know. No, maybe I should do. Let's do, I guess, Belden's next. All right. So this is another small one. Okay, so entrance is here. So okay. This one's fairly simple, actually. This first one. So we go... Like, I was trying to look on how to go this way. In fact, the other spot is somewhere... I think it's in this room, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh, dude, we could just... Can we just really levitate straight up here? Ah. Okay, that's real easy then. The Buck Lau, how's it going, dude? Nice name. I assume that was location 1. Oops. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna remake the map here. So basically, just go here and levitate up into it. That's pretty simple. Now let's save this as the... Old Belladin's map. I'm so scared I'm going to overwrite the wrong save here. What's happening here? Okay, this was correct. So, okay. So, first of all, the path to the first one. Should I remake it or should I just load the other map? Kind of a good memory exercise, I guess. Although this one's quite simple. All right, so this one... You know, what's kind of nice is that it connects right here. So if it's not in this spot, somewhere in this room.
Maybe
If it's not there, though,
I'll give you the best nut ever.
then we go down this way. Take a right. And then it's in here. So this one has a more set path, which is nice. That makes it easier. Well, yeah, I guess so. Dyson, I appreciate that, dude. Also, Ink, thanks for the brand new Prime sub. Okay. I feel like I should probably make this map while I'm safe. Maybe just kill him. This is not in-game music, no. This is... Probably this game and Arena are the games that I will not listen to the original music for the game. The other 3 Elder Scrolls I definitely do, though. Okay, well, I guess we should do it. But this one's quite straightforward. I should also move these saves up here. So let's do that. So this is save 1, I believe. This is save 2. Just so we get it all combined. All right. So we would cast our shield. Not sure what type of enemies are in here, but probably invisibility as well. And now there's a door. Is it hidden? No. Door here, and then we just simply go up. Ghost there is a little annoying, but... So mummy's here in this case, but if not... I mean... Is it location 2? I don't know. Did I click location 2 or 1?
If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much.
Elfman, thanks so much for the 1,000 bits, dude. Thanks, man. Alright, so we go... Wait, what? Am I level 12 in the save? Why am I still levitating? Okay, you know, it's because I don't have to rest. So then we go left. Left, right, and then secret wall. Okay. So Belladin's is done. This is crazy, dude. So Greenton and Belladin's are both done. Dark of Varen, I guess, next. Like, we should probably just do the easier ones first. Do I stream every day at the same time, or do I stream if I want to? I usually just stream when I want to, yeah. Yep. Which I guess is... I mean, probably just notifications is the best way. If you don't like missing the start of a stream. I think FromSoft's gonna add more to Elden Ring. No, I don't think so, dude. I hope not. No, they should just make another game of some other Souls game, I think. All right. Dark of Varen next. Actually, I know the first location on this one pretty well, I think. But we do need to pull the lever. I think we need to pull both. So let's assume that we do that. Wait, what the hell's going on here? What's this over here? Okay, well, anyways. Essentially... Dude, some of these are so hard to see through the map. But we go here. Down this hallway, I guess. And then it's just down, I think it's down one of these. Okay. The ones that have a lot more verticality are very confusing. Or it's annoying to look around in them. For reasons that you can see right here, I'm sure. It's simpler in the game, this one. Like, you just pull these, and then I guess you go left, down, and you're there. And that's it. Now, this other one, though, I'm a little concerned about. But what the hell is this over here? I'm so confused. Why does this show another entrance over here? That must just be a mini-map thing, I guess. Okay, well, anyways. Let me just kill these guys first. Some dungeons have 2 entrances. Really? That's surprising. I didn't know that. At least, I mean... I can't remember anything like that on my playthrough, but... I mean, I came to this dungeon, but I never saw this other entrance, wherever it is. All right, so now what I'm going to do is load up. So that was probably location... I don't know which one, but I need to reload these so that I can bring them to the top and group them. So this is location 1. I'm going to load location 2. Save this one. Okay. All right, where's this one at? Okay, this one looks quite far away, in fact. So, undoubtedly, we are going to go check this one first. But then if it's not that one, what the hell do I do? I'm not seeing it. And there are a bunch of levers. But I still prefer this game's dungeons over Elden Ring Catacombs. Nah, I would prefer the Catacombs, I think, honestly. I mean, it's a similar type of feel, right? Like, they all look very similar to each other. And these ones are just massive. So... how's it going, Triss? Yeah, this is some brain power needed here. I honestly just don't see where to go here. How do I get to that big room? Also, I'm so curious about this other entrance thing. But, like, where is the other entrance, though? I don't know, man. This are Bloodborne chalices? That's tough. That's tougher. I don't know. That's a tougher question. Because the chalices are just really uninteresting. They're very uninteresting. They look really cool, though. But that's it. I'm having issues here, though, man. And, like, the navigation of this map is a little weird, too. Like, using these are better, but I don't... I guess I can. Or I could just move the rotation anchor. So, okay. If it's not here... Wait, do I go up this way? I could, I guess. We have to go through here. I don't see any other way. Wait, no, it's this way. Oh, it's over here. Holy fuck. Okay, so... Because there's nothing... There's no way to get into the big room from here. We need to get to the big room from what I can tell. I mean, this is honestly, it's not much better here. Okay, so we... Oh, wait, there's a lift here. Does that help us? Maybe? No, I don't think so. Yeah, this is closed off anyways. So we come up here, go through this area, have to go right through these rooms, turn right again, turn right into this room. Then we need to go up this elevator, and this gets us into the other module. And then once we're here, then it's pretty straightforward. Well, not really, actually. Wait, what? It's not straightforward at all. Okay, let me start doing this. So the first location. We have to pull the switches, or the whatever they are. Then we go down. This brings us to the first location over in this room. So it's here. That's the first location. If it's not there, we go back up and go this way. Take a right. Into this room. Now, once we're in here, we have to go up, right? I didn't mess this up. Because I didn't see the path. Okay, I see it. I see it. Game came out 30 years ago. Well, this is like a remake of the game, sorta. Daggerfall Unity. So it didn't look like this 30 years ago. But the gameplay is pretty much the same. I wish I could... Oh, I guess I can do this. Okay. So we go up here. Kind of painful because the spawn room is literally right next to this lift. So close yet so far. And if you think this is bad, just wait until we get to the ones where... we have 4 possible checks inside of them. Just wait for that. Bird's Eye Map, Vanilla, or Unity mod? I think in Vanilla, I haven't played a lot of Vanilla, but I think you only get this. But I'm not sure about that. You definitely can't rotate the map like this. Whoops. All right, there it is. Here's the map of this location. Definitely the most confusing one so far. I mean, if it's in the... So this is the spot I got on my first playthrough. I had to come here, but luckily the mummy was right at the bottom, so it was really easy. Yeah, the in-game does have a map. It does have an auto map as well. I just haven't played it enough to know all the controls. You can't rotate like this, but you definitely at least get this view, I think. But I think it's close. Well, let's try it out, I guess. So we got the map saved, at least. So let's go into location 2, and let's see if I can do this. So we need to pull both of these. Then we go left and down. I'm invincible right now, but obviously. So it could be in here, it's not. Gotta watch those enemies. Now we go back up. Not all the way to the top. Painfully slow, but there's not really much I can do. We go right. You know what? It's kind of always not as confusing once you actually get going through the level. Take a right. I mean, I say that now. I'm about to get lost probably, but... Holy, that's a lot of zombies. Now we levitate up. But it certainly feels that way, though. Like, once you actually start getting through the level... We go straight. And then that's it. Like that, it's actually not so bad. Once you... Oh, secret wall here. And we're here. And of course, it's behind a locked door. Because why not? And we're here. See, right, it doesn't seem as bad when you actually start going through it. I'm almost wondering if I should make my map this instead. Like, is this more useful? What do you guys think? I mean, there's nothing stopping me from having 2 maps for each area. So, this might be more useful. It's obviously less cluttered. Than this. Isn't there a destroy walls spell? Destroy walls, or do you mean doors? There's an unlock door spell, but I can just break them and see it's faster. Yeah, you're right, Bren. Yeah, after a couple runs, but the only thing is, this is only the 3rd dungeon we've gone through, and there are 7. And these are the easiest ones, because these ones only have 2 locations. Masterford only has 2 as well, but then the remaining 3 have 4 locations in them, and are much bigger. So, and I need to know all of them, in case... Anyways, speaking of knowing all of them, let's go back to... Let's go back to Greenton Shack and see if I know it. So Greenton Shack, we go right, right again. And then first we're going to go right, left. Fuck. I already messed it up. No, I think this is right, but we go right through this door. Yeah, right through this door. Through here. Now, luckily, we are going to be not invincible, but very strong, and I'm going to be invisible. And we go up here, and then we check if it's here. And in this case, it is, but if it's not, we go back. You remembering a spell from Arena called Pass Wall? Really? That sounds really cool. I'm looking forward to playing Arena. I will do a proper playthrough of the game before I start routing it. And I'm looking forward to it, despite it being super old. And then we go left. We go right. And we go through here, and then we're here. So this is the other location. I almost feel like before I do every run, I should do a run through of each of these areas. Okay, so now let's do Belladins. This one's the simplest one so far, because both cases it's one continuous route. So we get here, we levitate up, enemy here. That has the potential to be an enemy that can't be invisibility, by the way, like a skeleton. And then so this is the first room where the mummy could be. If not, we go here, immediate left, right, and in here. All right, now Dark Varm we just did. Most complicated one so far. Skyrim and Oblivion. So Skyrim I first no damage like 6 years ago. It was a long time ago. So I'm gonna have to de-rust at it, but I've done it several times. And Oblivion I did when the remaster came out. So okay, first location. Click there. So this one could be very quick. And there's an enemy in this next room, I guess. Man, doing this without the shield would be horrible, man. Well, the build, so we're going with... So we have magic AoE damage, and we also have the passive to absorb spells. So basically, we cast these for free, which is insanely strong. The main strategy is shield. So we're going to be level 10 throughout the duration of the run, at least level 10. And we can make a shield spell. So this costs 189 magicka, which isn't too bad. This lasts for this lasts for how many minutes? I guess 5 minutes. Is that right? Yeah. Approximately 5 minute shield spell that has 500 hit points at level 10. And that's a lot. Like, unless I'm sitting there getting blasted by enemies, I shouldn't have any issues with the shield going away. And some people might say that it makes the run invalid because we're taking damage, but we're not. Like, our health doesn't move. It's the shield that absorbs the damage. So that's the strat. Plus invisibility, of course. The first dungeon is probably the scariest part of the whole run. But we can start with a bow. And we can do it. Like, it's pretty consistent, but I don't think it's 100% consistent. You know what? I should try restarting the game and seeing if the notes still stay. It's like, I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happened. Nice. Okay, we're good. But yeah, there's certainly RNG in the first dungeon, which won't matter when I'm just doing a single run of the game. And in fact, I think the best way to do it would just be to gun it through every time. Don't, like, I pick archery as a primary skill. Just don't do that. Just sprint through and pray that you don't get hit. Most of the time it works. That'd be the best strat for just a single game run, but since we're doing multi-game, I need it to be as consistent as possible, so. All right, let's do Masterford next. This one seemed pretty simple. Or at least the first location. Was very close. Like, you just, yeah. Like, that's very easy, dude. You just fly up there and kill him. Or you don't even, I could just range him or something, but. So first location, very easy. Like, I don't need to do that. Okay. Masterford might be the one to get. So funny that it puts me in a cage. Okay, so we are... Ooh. All right, so let's first make the map to the first one. That's the first guy. He's right there. That's probably the fastest one. Now, this one, however... Okay, I see it. Or I see a path. And it doesn't look too bad, actually. So we can just... If he's not here, we can keep flying up to this door. Then we go left, left, right, down and around, and basically just go straight, and he's right there. So it's actually not too bad. And I think there might be another path there. Zephyrus, how's it going, dude? What's this other path? That's simpler? Honestly, if I tried to route this game without playing it first, I would be so overwhelmed right now. Like, I would be having issues, I think. Okay, so interestingly, there is another route, but it requires us to go underwater. And I don't know if it'd be faster. Like, so you go underneath, you go down here, take this path, get to this door, go right? You go right, and then you just go left, and then you're there. So there are two options. I don't know which one's better. This one feels more straightforward to me. And we don't have to go underwater, but it really doesn't matter, because we can just levitate underwater. Do I have a water-breathing spell? Yeah, my trainer has a water-breathing spell. Oh. It's annoying. Okay. Let's make the map. Bender, how's it going, by the way, dude? So we're just going to levitate up here, kill the guy. If not, then we fly over here. I have to see how the enemies are like, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get rid of that levitation. Going right didn't work, right? You know what? Going right does work, but I don't think it's better. You know what, dude? I don't know. Maybe I should just go underwater. It doesn't look that bad. Like, fly underwater, just travel through, and then just turn right, and then you're there, pretty much. You go straight and then left. Am I seeing that correctly? Oh, no, sorry. You go left and then left again, and then you're there. Hmm. So you fly up there. He's not there. You know what the problem is? Oh, there's an enemy down here too, huh? There's no problem. I can't open this door? Weird. And we're here. Daggerfall the hardest so far? It's probably the hardest to route so far, but I don't think it's going to be the hardest run overall. The hardest part is simply going to be getting out of the tutorial, first of all, which is fine for a singular run, but then just memorizing all this stuff. I think Skyrim is still the most dangerous because you have a lot of sections to go through. There are a lot of memes in Skyrim as well with, you know, you accidentally hit a bone pile the wrong, or like some skeleton on the ground the wrong way, and you get damaged. You know what I mean? And there aren't as many ways to cheese Skyrim. There are lots of ways to cheese Skyrim, but it's not as cheesy as the other runs. Like Morrowind, I just chameleon through everything, and nothing can do anything to me. I don't even get attacked a single time. Oblivion is a little bit tricky as well, I guess. But all right, well, let's make the map, I guess. All right, so the map is... First check. If not, then we are going underneath the water. Through this door. Okay, well, it's not that clear, but this is the map. Honestly, once I get the maps, these other like location saves are probably not as important. Still nice to have, though. Meanwhile, how's it going, dude? Favorite game in the series, huh? Interesting. The freedom in this game is pretty insane. I will certainly agree with that. Where am I at? I wanted to remake wanted to redo this one. Remember the fall damage guy being ridiculous? It's actually not a problem at all because we can just use Become Ethereal. Like, Become Ethereal in Skyrim is similar to what I'm doing with Shield in this game. It's a similar idea where you just cast it and you run. And even if enemies try to attack you, when you're Ethereal, you can't get hit. And you also are immune to all fall damage. So it's actually pretty cool. We go get that spell. I think if I remember correctly, you go get it on the main quest. In where you get the horn, maybe, or the letter from Delphine or something like that. Mac Daddy, thanks for the 6-month Prime sub, dude. Okay, what am I doing? I just loaded the pre-Masterford save, and we're going to move this to the top. All right, we're good. So let me just do one more run through. I'll do it without God mode, too, just to, like, I don't know. So we will cast our shield, we will cast our invisibility, and I guess levitate once I get in. So we check there, not there. The shield is very... FP heavy. And I could make it weaker. Also, I think is it willpower in this game that determines your breath underwater? Or is it maybe endurance? Well, why is there not an indicator when I open that? Left. Oh, you know what? This is actually a problem. I don't have enough magicka for this stuff. Yeah. This is a problem. I mean, it might just mean that I need to make a weaker shield spell. I thought I had shield up, but I didn't. I think it will be useful to make maps that are not super cluttered. I'm in the same boat, meanwhile, 100%. Like, I like certain things about each game. I like them all a lot. But Morrowind overall is probably still my favorite, I think. 250 shield? Yeah, that 250 is most likely enough. My weak shield is what? This is a 200-point shield. Like, yeah, because right now my big shield is 500 points, which I could sit in front of enemies and just never take damage for a good couple minutes. Well, maybe not a couple minutes, but for a bit, which I'm obviously not doing. So we could probably get away with maybe like a 30-point. I just have to test it. Or, of course, we could train more alteration. Because if we got up to like in the 90 alteration, then this would start getting pretty cheap. But I don't think I want to do that, so. Even the weak shield. This guy starts attacking me. Like, it'll take him a while to get through that. Especially because I have high agility, high luck, and... I mean, I have dodging as a minor skill, but... Like it takes a good number of hits to get through that. I basically will never get hit that much. So yeah, maybe like a 350 point shield would be good. Santiago, how's it going, dude? $350 cumulative points. I think so. Like I think it functions the same way as HP does. The problem is the one downside of shield, I guess, is that you can't recast it and reset the hit points of the shield. Apparently, I haven't actually tested it, but that's what the wiki says, and it might be different in Unity, I guess. But so if I cast shield, I take 200 points of damage on my shield, so I'm at 300. If I recast it, it doesn't go back up to 500 apparently, but I think it does reset the duration of it. But 500, I mean, because the weak shield that I just tested is 200, and that's I could take a good bunch of hits from a zombie. But 500, right? 500 is a lot. So it might be overkill. All right, well, now we're getting to the hard route sections, I think. I mean, they might not be that much harder, but it's going to be harder, dude, for sure. I'm going to move this save to the top, I guess. Oh, it doesn't really matter, as long as they're all together. The run was much simpler before this point. Marsha, how's it going, dude? Are you talking about the are you talking about the Gortwog? Yeah, maybe. You're gonna give the totem to? I'm gonna already be. My mark right now is gonna be set to Daggerfall, Castle Daggerfall, so I'm just gonna give it to I forget the king's name. Just take the 100k from the guy, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Well, I mean, it does. I can't, like, some of them attack you and stuff, so. I was planning on giving it to him, but we will see. All right, Barbara's place. So let's see. So now you'll see what a 4-module dungeon looks like. So the modules are 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? This one actually doesn't look too bad, but we will see. You know what? I definitely remember coming in here at one, or not in this specific dungeon, but in this generated module, but only once, I think. Okay. So this is the closest one, probably. Actually, not that close, though. Well, it's looking to me like this path is the easiest. This is actually pretty fun, dude. This is pretty cool. I kind of like this. I've never had, like I said, I've never had to do this for a run before. All right, so that's location 1. Not too bad. So this is Barbara's place, right? Okay, so let's load. Location 2, I guess. Maybe I should move all these to the top now. I just want to make sure I'm not location 1. And I'm going to save over it. Load Barbara's location 2. Save. Load location 3. Okay. So location 2 is where? So first thing is to map out the location to the first spot. Again. Okay, so that's the first spot. It's pretty straightforward, at least to get from the concerning part is, let's say we go this way first. Because we enter, the entrance is in the middle of the entire dungeon, pretty much. If it's not here, then we need to backtrack all the way back to the start, and then probably. Actually, it might just be going this way, but we'll see. So this one's pretty simple too. So we go this way. But yeah, these 4 location dungeons are going to be much trickier. Remember. So if it's not in there, go straight through this place. Left, immediate right. Left. Okay, so that's the second spot. Not too bad. Okay. Location 3 now. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, now that I know where it is. It was in this room. Actually, you know what? This might be the way to do it. And then load location 4. It was in here, right? I think so. All right, so what is the path? I definitely think you check this one third. Or yeah, probably third. So we run through here, check this spot. No, check this spot. Run all the way back until we get to this hallway. Then we go through here, check this room. If not, then what? That's where I'm not sure anymore. Oh, so you do have to go through the bottom, I guess. Well, you know what? One thing I didn't consider is if there are teleporters. But I would teleporters show up on this map? I with reveal all, I don't know. But basically, it seems like we need to go through the water section somehow. This is crazy, dude. This last spot. We get here. Is it actually a teleporter? I don't see how to get there. Oh, we need to take this path, I think. Okay, that's it. So you need to take a left. Okay, but then how do I get down here? There's a lift here. This is crazy, dude. Okay, I think I see where we have to go. I'm just trying to see if there's a better path, but I don't see anything. So okay, so here's what we do, I guess. So we go this way.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
Marsha, thanks for the brand new Prime sub, dude. Thanks, man. So go this way. You take the right. And then in here. If it's not here, we need to go to the elevator, I think. Go down it. Wait, is there no... Yeah, this should be the fastest path, I think. Because you can also go down this way. And then go this way and up and around, but not better. My game's kind of lagging, dude. I wonder if it's because of how many of these notes I'm placing. Okay, so now we're down here. Through the door. We go left. Definitely feel like my game's lagging, unless it's just my, I don't know. My mouse is fucking up or something. Through this door. At the very least, it's going to be pretty unlikely it's at the last spot. I mean, it's a 1 in 4. We go up here. Maybe my mouse pad's dusty or something. Through here. And that's it. In this room. Holy smokes. Dang, dude. Bit of fresh trim? I think I got it at some point last week, but yeah, sorta. Well, there it is. And again, you know what? It's actually not that bad. Once you start playing, or once I get into the game and start running through it, it doesn't feel as intimidating as this looks. Yeah, Pac-Man time, dude. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat dinner, you guys. We did make some good progress. Probably by the time of next stream. Tomorrow, by the way, we're doing some more hightail. In addition to this, but I'm sure I'll have all this figured out by the next stream. Oh man. Just the whole stream of mapping, dude. Crazy. But yeah, this game is known for the dungeons and being expensive. So anyways, have a good night, you guys. I'll be back on tomorrow. Probably a longer stream as well. I think, but we'll see. I don't know. And who knows? Maybe I'll even... Like, we should be able to finish the routing tomorrow, assuming I do get through the rest of these dungeons, so... anyways, take care, guys. I'll see you all next stream.